Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So, what about you?
I'm also doing wonderful. And the weather is a bit cold here as cold has bounced back. Earlier, the weather was so pleasant, but for the last 2, 3 days, it's raining. And but this rain was so needed. We were desperately waiting for this rain, and it was a long dry spell. Then we are enjoying this
Oh,
weather too.
nice
And
to hear.
now, as we are meeting first time, so it would be better if we start from introduction.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
First
so
of
shall
all,
I start?
yes, ma'am.
Shall I start?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. As you know, my name is Santosh Sharma, and I am from Himachal Pradesh, and a mother of a grown-up boy, and I am a homemaker. That's little bit about me. And if I talk about my educational qualification, I hold two post-graduation degrees. One is in education, and the second one is in English literature. That's
Okay.
a little
Great
bit about me.
introduction.
And if you want to ask something else, you can ask.
Okay, ma'am. Great introduction. First of all, ma'am, I would like to say your background is so beautiful, I would say.
No, thank you.
So
Credit
beautiful.
goes to my husband.
Oh, yes, ma'am. You said like he's like kind of artist, right?
Yes,
Yes,
he's
ma'am.
artist and a professor in a college.
Oh, okay. Okay, ma'am. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I am thrilled to be here. So,
My
no-
pleasure.
as
It's
you know,
lovely.
my name is Teddy. Basically, I am from Bhubaneswar, Odisha, and I hold a MBA degree. Now, I'm a homemaker, and as well as I'm a mother. If I talk about my hobbies are listening to music, reading books, watching conversational and podcast videos. And nowadays, I'm very passionate about this language. So most of the time, I make time for myself for practice English language. So this is a little bit about me.
Wow, wonderful. So you're from Odisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, it's in my bucket list. I would love to visit that state, but unfortunately, I haven't visited yet.
Always welcome, ma'am. Always welcome. Whenever you want, you just come. Because as you know, Puri Jagannath temple is here.
Exactly. Konark Temple is also
Yes.
there.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So yeah, and I have though I am a literature student, and there is a famous poet from Odisha. I think his name I am forgetting. Mahapatre. His surname is Mahapatre, and he is so wonderful poet. I love to read his poetry, and he's from Odisha. And while reading his poetry, I can picturize those scenes he has portrayed in his poetry. I can visualize those scenes he has portrayed in his poetry, and so I love to read his poetry.
Ma'am, what's his name?
I'm unfortunately right now. I'm so forgetful person.
Oh,
His
okay, okay.
surname is Mahapatra. He is a very famous poet of English literature. Right now, I'm not able to recall. If I will
It's okay,
during
ma'am.
conversation, definitely I will tell you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So actually,
Uh,
yeah, ma'am.
yes, please carry on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Today, no, it's okay, ma'am. Today I brought with two topics. Like first one is time management, and second one is like self-care routine.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Before that, I'm so curious to know about your journey, how you started learning this language. Are you from Hindi medium, sorry, your vocational, your
Odia
like
background.
native Odia background, or your that from English medium background?
No,
And how
ma'am.
you developed the passion for this language and how you started your YouTube journey? Such
Okay.
kind of questions, curiosity in my mind.
Yes, yes, ma'am. If I talk about my English journey, I am from like Odia background, and I have done my MBA. But even if I means if I talk about my writing part, the reading part, I'm very good about that. But when it comes to speaking, I felt very nervous, and I was not utter a single sentence. And my intention is like to be a good speaker, means how I'm talking in my mother tongue, so I want to be speak English like this way. And in future, if I will be achieve my level, so I can help people, help those people who is struggling for this language. It is my intention. And I think more than 6 to 7 months I have started my English journey. Earlier I was means after started my journey, 1 to 2 months I was very consistent. But after that I had some problem, like my mother had some health issue and she got admitted at the hospital. So I was not focusing that time, it was like on and off. So it's been more than 1 month, 2 months, I would say. I'm consistent. So one of my friends, she suggested me, if you really want to enhance your communication skills, so you need to create one like YouTube channel. So after open my YouTube channel, like same thing happened with me. Like I was not consistent, that much consistent. Then it's been more than 15 to 20 days. I am consistent over there, and every day I'm trying to post like conversational videos or solo videos. So this is the way I have started my journey.
Wow, wonderful. And I do agree with you. And if I talk about this YouTube channel, it's also working for me as a motivation. Think that I have to show up here and I have to post something. And for that posting, I have to learn something. So that's how I'm learning and I'm motivating myself to learn something
Yes,
new every day.
yes,
And
ma'am.
I do agree.
Yes,
Agree
whenever
with
we
you.
go to the like our PTM meeting, so that time we feel very embarrassed because all teachers they started to talk in English. So if we don't know how to communicate with them, so that time also I felt lots of time, like 2 3 times I felt embarrassed. It was my embarrassing moment, I would say. I was not able to speak with them in a nice way. So then and there also I felt, I should learn this language. And as you know, English is an international language, so I think each and everyone should learn this language. But it is not like everyone's cup of tea. If someone will be like dedicated for this language, so they can achieve. It is not like it is not that much like rocket science, I would say this much. What do you think,
Exactly.
ma'am?
Yes, I do agree with you. And I have the same opinion that it's not that tough, but your determination plays a vital role. If you are putting your heart and soul, you are putting your hard work into, you have to work hard. And if you are working hard, then definitely you will achieve. It's not that tough, but there is no shortcut, and you have to work hard. And hard work is the key, and the more you will practice, the more you will be perfect in this language. And for speaking, you have to speak out. The more you will speak out, your naturally your mouth muscles will be used to of using these words. So
Yes, yes,
definitely you have to work hard. And for anything, not for language, whatever you want to do in your life, you have to do, you have to work hard. You have to put your heart and soul. You have to burn midnight oil. Then only you can achieve
yes,
whatever you want to achieve.
yes,
That's the
consistency matters, ma'am.
exactly, exactly. No matter how intelligent you are, if you are not working hard, that intelligence will not be that much useful
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you are not working hard.
Yes,
So
true.
hard work is
Yes.
definitely key.
Yes, ma'am. True. And with hard work, you should practice regularly. If I talk about this journey, so if you are not going to, if you are putting lots of hard work, but you are not practicing, so somehow it is not going to helpful.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Mm, and nowadays we can't make excuses that there are no source, there is no source. Earlier, a few years back, if I talk about my environment, it is not English speaking environment here in my surrounding. No one loves to speak in English, and if I will try, then they will definitely judge me that she is bragging, she is boasting that I know English. No, but nowadays we have so many speaking partners. We can get easily like endless platforms are there. So we cannot make mistake excuse that we have lack of sources.
Yes,
So it's
ma'am.
up to us that if we want to utilize our time, we want to make best out of it. So it's up to us.
True, ma'am.
And
Because yes.
in this era, there are lots of distractions too. If I talk about social media, in this way, we have to be mindful where we have to invest our time.
Yes, ma'am. Because nowadays, means it's not or like hard work. You can easily get anything. Means by means if you are determined to achieve anything, so easily you can achieve. There is two things
Yes,
need like determination and your hard work and regular practice. So if you are determined for anything, so you can achieve. You should be
actually.
consistent. Yes, yes,
Actually, yes. And I'm so curious to know about your YouTube journey. Did you find any kind of problem in starting your YouTube channel related to editing, related to making thumbnails, such kind? Because I face so many hurdles. I'm not a tech savvy person, so that
yes, ma'am.
tech savvy and
Yeah, it is, ma'am, very common, I would say, each and every, because we are not, we don't know it, any, means I don't know anything. I'm sorry, I didn't know anything like thumbnail or how to edit videos. But to be very, very honest, my son, he helped me a lot. He is right now 9 years old only, but I don't know
oh,
how. Yes, I don't know how he's master in editing thumbnail. So whenever I was like juggling how to make thumbnail and how to edit my videos, then he said, Mama, don't worry, I am with you. So I can,
wow,
yes, I will help you. And to be very honest, first 5 to 6 videos he edited by himself, and he also made thumbnail for me. And after that, I asked him, ki, Babu, just teach me how to make thumbnail and how to, even if I didn't know, he said, ki, Mama, this is the good app. So you just take how to say, you just pay for this app for 1 month. We try for 1 month only, then if it will work for us, then we will continue. And he gave me that idea. Then after that, I paid for that app. Earlier I didn't know anything. So nowadays, I, because regularly I'm doing like taking sessions, and regularly I'm making thumbnails. So if I will not be master, not master, if I will not focus, I will not master in this journey. So not master, if I will not gain some knowledge, then it is also not good, because he is a child and I can't depend upon him. So
exactly.
yes, so nowadays I'm just, whenever I'm making, I'm feeling like it is not cup of tea, it is not my cup of tea, it is so hard, how to erase some parts. That time I took my son's help, I would say
Wow,
frankly.
wonderful, amazing. Yes, here I just want to say one thing that these, I don't know how, but they are born with this quality, this
Um,
ability. They're tech savvy. They are born tech savvy.
Yes, ma'am. When I came to know, he said, Mama, don't worry, I'm with you, I will do. Then I thought, okay, he is just kidding with me. Then after a few minutes, he really did amazing job, I would say. Like he made for me thumbnail, and I didn't know how to paste photo. I didn't have any idea. So he did for me, and it was, I would say, I don't know how they, nowadays all like child, I would say, now generation people, where I don't
Exactly.
know where they get this kind of knowledge. But if I talk about myself, in my time I was not that much smart, and I didn't have this much
Actually, our time there was no mobile and technology. These technological things were not
yes,
there.
yes,
So we
mobile
we
was
have a
there.
fear.
Yes, mobile was there, but we were not get that much like facilities.
Yes. And in my time, when I was in fifth class, then at my home, my parents installed that landline. I was
Yes,
in fifth class at that time.
yes,
And I was not aware how to talk on. I can recall that moment when I was first time I used that landline, and my papa was talking to my bua, and he said that would you like to talk to her? Then I said, how to talk, how to use such kind
yes,
of
ma'am.
naive children we were, and we had we were so less exposure to these things. That's why we have a fear of using these kind of things. I
Because
think.
of ma'am, like we didn't have that much, like how to say, nowadays everything is available. That time we didn't get that much facilities. That much facility was not available that time. Maybe for that reason we were not that much smart. Maybe.
Hmm,
Yes.
exactly. And now, if we talk about these children, they are so camera friendly and they can speak so confidently in front of camera. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am, yes, if I see small children even, and then I think in my mind, then how comfortable they are in front of camera. And if I have to sit in front of camera and speak something, then I feel so jittery feeling is there inside in my mind,
Yes,
and
yes, ma'am.
yes, I
Yes,
feel
true.
so
That's
hesitant.
true. Yes, that's true. But camera is somehow okay. If you are going to ask them, ki, okay, that is a public place. You should give one speech, or you should show any activity in front of like 1,000 people or 100 people. They are not feel that type of hesitant. Then they are saying, okay, mama, no problem for me. Okay, I will show whatever I have. Like I will show. Means they don't have that much fear. They are much more
Actually,
confident.
because they are exposed to these things
Yes,
since beginning, since their childhood, and
yes,
thanks to these schools, teachers, they are putting lots of efforts in making them confident, and
yes,
everyone's participation is must on stage. In our time, if I talk about myself, I studied in Hindi medium background and in government schools, and hardly teacher bother about during that time. Hardly teacher bothered about whether I'm participating on stage or not. And I have a stage fright, and I'm not able to speak in front of 10 people even.
yes, yes. It happens. I had also same issues in my school time. Even if I was like a kind of a good sportsman, because I participated lots of like running race, swimming. But even if did all those activities, I didn't have that much confidence in that. I didn't have that much confidence. Like if you are going to ask me, "Ki, okay, there are lots of people, you have to give your speech." Then I felt like I was means I couldn't, because that kind
Hmm.
of like confident I didn't have that time.
Hmm. Yes, I do agree with that. I can resonate with you.
Yes, and
And I must, yes, please
yeah,
carry
and
on.
now we discuss like cam mobile. So what do you think? Like there are lots of children, they are taking positively. If they are taking positively and they are watching mobile positive way, so it is also going to helpful for them in future. But nowadays most of the children I came across, they are just wasting their time by watching reels shorts, and like after a few hours or few days they can't live without a mobile. So what do you think, like
Yes.
too much use
Hmm.
mobile is good, or means what's your opinion? I would like to know.
Okay. Every coin has two sides, and there are pros and cons. If I talk about these mobiles, definitely they have pros and cons too. So, as a parent, it's our duty, and I think it's tough time for us. Earlier, we our parents were lucky enough; they have there were no mobile phones, but now lots of distractions. No. It's undoubtedly they are so useful for us. We can get whatever we want to get with the even if with a click of one click of finger. But we have to be mindful, and it's obvious because we are in this age, or if I talk about my parents, they both are very busy with their own mobiles, and hardly I always I laugh after watching them. They both are sitting in the one is in
Yes, I
one corner
understand.
and the
Yes,
second one is
I
at the
can
other corner.
imagine. Yes.
Yes, and then we can imagine even those old people, they are getting addicted to these mobile phones. Then it's easy for children to get addicted to these kind of things, and lots of distractions are there.
Yes.
And we have to be careful. It's our duty to reduce their screen time because it's harmful. for their mental health, for their intellectual health, and for their social abilities. They will not develop those social abilities if they will not be that much social if they develop the habit of staying alone with mobile phone.
Yes,
And definitely it's harmful for their ears, for their eyes,
yes,
may get affected with these kind of things. So uh, we have to be more cautious about their how they are using and what they are reading and how much time they are
yes.
devoting on these mobiles.
Yeah, yeah, true, ma'am. Because nowadays, children are they are very close with with mobile rather than their parents. Because I observed,
Exactly.
I came across lots of parents. They are just telling, okay, nowadays, our children are not like that much close. How much they are close with mobile. So what happened? Like
Hmm.
in their initial time, whenever because kids are nowadays, we got lots of how to say, got lots of a scope to for out for outdoor activity, right? But
Exactly.
nowadays children they are not getting that
Exposure.
much
Yes.
exposure, yes. So they always prefer to means forcefully or by their own no means their own way. They don't want to live always at home inside the room, but forcefully they are bound to be stay at home. But what they will do whole day, then not whole day means whenever they are asking for mobile, and parents are also when they started to irritate to mothers, because means we are doing a lots of work when children are irritating for mobile. So what we do, okay, you take and watch for 10 minutes, and we don't know 10 minutes 1 hour already they spend with mobile. But when we came to know, okay, before 2 hours we have already given the mobile. So in this way I think they are also getting addicted.
Exactly, exactly. If I talk about our childhood, we spent lots of time at our village, and
Yes,
we used to run here and there, climb trees.
yes,
And I have lots of so many interesting stories related to my childhood. And
yes,
my son, if I talk about, he has limited stories as
yes,
compared to mine. So yeah, I can resonate with this. And from nature, by nature, children are hyperactive, and they have to do something. They need to do something. So if they don't, they are restricted to a certain place that you have to stay in this place, and and we restrict them from you. You are not allowed to do this, do that. You will break this. You will do something that. So definitely they will get exposed to mobile.
yes, because there are lots of changes like in our generation, right now generation. Of course, they are getting lots of like benefits. If they will take in a positive way, they are going to achieve lots of things. And if they are wasting their time, so it is not good, I think, because their child, their mind is not that much developed, and they means child mind is like kind of like which is not required. They always try to busy with that things which is required, and
Exactly.
they are also trying to ignore.
They can't think that what is beneficial for them and what is
Yes,
harmful for them.
yes,
They
yes,
can't recognize the harmful things, and it's our duty to guide them properly. And it's our duties increased now.
yes, yes, yes,
Earlier, yes, we need not to be that cautious. If I talk about my parents, they were so carefree that, oh, we are busy with our work and they are playing outside. And I used to grow in a, I used to live in a joint family, and we were lots of cousins were there, and we were always busy in fighting, playing, or doing something. So their duty was not that much crucial, but
yes,
nowadays
yes.
our duty is so much
Yeah,
crucial.
but
We have to.
nowadays, yes, it is very rare. You will means most of the people they always try means they live like nuclear family, and they are not getting that much like love and affection. They are not getting, which
Mhm.
we are got from our parents, our grandparents, and nowadays
Grandparents.
people are seeking for that. Sorry, not people, children are
Exactly.
seeking for that, I would say.
Exactly. I have a regret in my mind that my son, he was not during his childhood time, he was not able to live with his grandparents as his grandparents were not there. If I talk about my father-in-law, he was not, he passed away before my marriage. And after a few years of my marriage, my mother-in-law also passed away. So it was unfortunate that he didn't spend much time with his grandparents. And if I talk about myself, I always cherish those sweet memories with my grandparents. And I used to love my grandparents more than my parents. I
Yes,
used to
yes.
sleep with my grandmother. So,
Likewise.
and my grandmother, father used to tell us sweet stories, and we love to listen those stories. And
True.
now, yes,
Yes,
we
because
miss
I was
that.
also, yes, I was also very close to my grandmother. I used to sleep with my grandmother because, like grandson, granddaughter, they are very close to their grandparents, right?
Exactly, exactly. And if I talk about my son, I used to be a very strict mother during my when my
Oh,
son was a child, and
okay.
he always make fun of me. And he said, "Mama, you were very strict mother. You used to slap me when I was little bit demanding for something." And then now I will ask you when how you will treat your grandchildren. So
Yes.
yes, and there is a regret in my mind that I should not be that much strict and I should be a bit lenient. And but I don't know why parents are so strict with their children as compared to grandparents. Grandparents are so lenient.
Yes, but yeah, I do agree with you. But sometimes we need to be strict a little bit because our child are there spending time with they're very close to their mother, not that much with father because father always work outside. So weekly one day they get off, and that day they means I what I observe like my husband he used to live in abroad, but my son is very close to me, and whenever they are very close to us, and whenever they demand for anything because most of the time they are just trying to irritate us, and we are also doing lots of work, and sometimes children are like trying to irritate us. So in that case if we will not, because father is not spending that much time, if we should at least little bit strict.
Exactly, we have to inculcate moral values, good habits
Yes,
into them. If we will not do these kind of things, we will be blamed that you have not raised your child in a proper way, and
yes,
you are the main culprit. I can say culprit. So
yes.
that kind of things. There are these kind of things which stressed our mind, and in that stress, we become more strict, I think.
Yes, yes. Because we are shaping their life and they don't know if they do any mistake, and if you will not strict for that time, so how can they become know ki where did I mistake? We are not strict for 24 by 7 into 7, no. But sometimes we need to be strict, like whenever strict required, that time we will be strict. Otherwise, we,
Exactly.
nowadays we
Exactly.
should make a relationship like friendly. We should we should friendly with that child, because as you know
Yes,
nowadays, yes, 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 go on please.
actually, I have a single child, same like you. I think you have also a single child,
Yes, ma'am,
and in that case, we have to play the part of sibling also.
yes,
Sometimes we have to be the sibling of our child,
yes,
because otherwise they will feel lonely and they will so sometimes. And I think that it's so parenting is not that easy. It's I consider it the hardest task of this
yes,
world.
yes, yes,
Sometimes
ma'am.
it's hard to decide whether you have to be strict or you have to be lenient. And if you want to be lenient, to which certain stage you have to be lenient, that is hard to decide. And
Yes, ma'am.
yes, it's
But
you
what,
stuck in
yeah,
tough situations.
yes, but what I observed, um, means it's my personal like thought. We have like ladies, we homemakers, we have lots of patience if we compare with our husband, because whenever I start to teach my son, then he also takes lots of time. But whenever my husband, then husband said, ki, no, it is not my cup of tea. He is taking lots of time. Then I just asked him, ki, okay,
Same.
means how I am handling. If you are sitting here only 10 minutes, you are getting bored and you are getting irritated. So how we are handling like a year,
Yes.
365 days. So it is like big
Exactly.
task, I would say.
I have observed the same thing and I have experienced the same thing.
Yes.
And if I talk about is teaching to my son, I hardly recall that my husband had taught my son even once. And always he used to say that it's not my cup of tea and you can handle him in a better way.
I think
So,
it is very
yes.
common. It is very common. Okay,
Mhm.
ma'am, now
And
showing
when,
10 minutes left. So can we discuss little bit about like time
sure.
management and how we self-care routine. So what do you think?
Okay.
What's your opinion like time management? Because nowadays
Time,
people are
I think.
struggling for this time. They're complaining, I'm not getting time. I don't have time. So means how, what you think, like how to make time management?
Okay. I consider the time is the most valuable thing of this world. We can get whatever it is said that time and tide wait for none. And
Yes.
it is said that time once gone, it's gone forever. It will never come back. So we should be mindful while spending our time, as it's the most valuable thing. No matter if we lost our money, we can get it back. And if we lose our health, to a certain extent, I can't say that fully, but to a certain extent, we can get it back with hard work, with lots of efforts. But for time, we can never get it back. So we should be mindful, and time management is a art. And if we mastered it, then definitely we can achieve whatever we want to our life. And if
Absolutely.
we are weak in it, then it's hard to get. What's your take on this?
Yes, ma'am, I do agree with you because it is totally upon us. Means it is totally upon our hand, like how we are going to manage our time. And what I'm thinking, like if we are going to follow any timetable, so we should plan before night, so that we can manage our time in a proper way. Like we will, if we get up, it's my personal thought. Like if we will get up early, so we can save our time. If we will get up like late, we lose our time. So we always try to be disciplined, because if we are disciplined, then we are going to manage our time in a very positive way. So it is totally up to our hand, and we should I think we should always follow time, because time waits for none, and once it's gone, then it will not come back, right? So every day, if we will follow timetable, not it is, I'm not means most of the people, they are complaining we are not getting time, because 24 hours is like same for everyone, not for you, not for me,
Exactly.
everyone. So we should, if we will make that much, if we will make that time in a positive way, how to means it is up to our hand, I would say. Means every day we focus on what we are doing today, what we are going to do today. So if we will continue every day, so it is for certain period we will not get that much changes, but after few days or few months, then we get means we will feel like we will be able to achieve lots of things, because in this small time, what we are giving for like some few times, so after few years or few months, it will give you like a reward, right? And
Exactly. Exactly.
yes, and if I talk about self routine, like we all are ladies, so because whatever God has given us appearance, I'm not talking like we are looking good or bad, but we should take our like skincare. We should, if we want, then we can take only 10 minutes, because looks matters a lot, appearance matters a lot. That is, and another thing is we are doing lots of things for others, like our parents, our children, but in between we are not doing any thing for us, like means which
Exactly.
is required, like yoga or whatever you like, yoga, there are lots of things, exercise, morning walk, and pranayam, anything. Like if you want to habituate, so you have to follow the timetable, and you should do these things, because health is a wealth. So if we are not good, so how can we we take proper care of others, right? It is my
Yes.
point of view.
I do agree, and I think now we are running out of time. Before that,
Yes.
we will our call will get disconnected. I must say that you're speaking very well, and you have achieved a very incredible level within 2 3 months. As you are saying that I have just started 5 months back, so it's amazing level you have achieved.
Oh, thank you so
You
much,
speak
ma'am.
very well. And definitely we can discuss these things. And well said that we must take some time for ourselves. It's called me time, and taking care of yourself is very important thing.
Yes,
So
yes.
yes, it's lovely talking to you
Yeah.
before. And definitely we will have another session. We'll catch up next time. And
So,
I thoroughly enjoyed this
yes,
session and
likewise. Yes, likewise. I feel, means it was very lovely discussion with you, I would say. And I
uh,
enjoyed, yes.
same here. And
Okay, okay.
okay. Thank you. Lovely session, and I thoroughly enjoyed this
Yeah,
discussion. And
yeah. Thank you so much.
okay.
Wish in
Okay. All the
future
best
maybe.
for your future
Yeah,
endeavors. Okay.
yes.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye. My pleasure. Bye.